this is a $300 pre-built gaming PC, and I'm going to be applying 100 optimizations onto the PC. See if we can get a huge FPS boost, or will the PC blow up? Okay, so this right here is the gaming PC I bought to test out a bunch of optimizations on. And this is going to be the gaming PC I'm testing all the optimizations on the internet, from like optimization applications to like registry optimizations, literally every optimization that you guys can think of. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it onto this gaming PC right over here. And this is a $300 pre-built gaming PC, so it is already a really cheap gaming PC, so it's gonna be perfect to test out all these optimizations on, since we're gonna be seeing if any of these popular tweaks even give a huge FPS boost, specifically low-end gaming PCs like this one right over here. This gaming PC also does come with a mechanical gaming keyboard. It also does come with a gaming mouse, but none of that matters since this right here is the gaming PC. It's basically going to be falling victim to all these optimizations I'm testing out. So by the time I apply all these applications and all these popular optimizations you guys see on the internet, we're either going to have an insane gaming PC that can run just as good as like a NASA gaming PC, or this gaming PC might honestly just completely explode. I don't even know. I don't even care what optimizations we're going to be using. I'm just going to apply everything from like TikTok optimizations, YouTube short FPS boost, anything I could literally find. But yeah, here it is. We have this pre-built gaming PC. It definitely is a really small gaming PC. It's also from like a China company, so I'm not sure how that's going to turn out for optimizing this PC. But regardless, this PC does look pretty nice, even for being a $300 gaming PC. I mean, the specs inside aren't like the best, but hopefully all optimizations I'm going to be using could actually help this gaming PC run a lot better and not completely just destroy this gaming PC. I don't even know what's going to happen. This is honestly just like my personal little science experiment to see what's going to happen to a PC if you guys just overload it with optimizations. But yeah, for a $300 pre-built gaming PC though, if you guys actually take a look inside of the specs, you guys can see the graphics card right over here. This right here is the popular RX 580, which is literally like a graphics card that all these cheap pre-built gaming PCs nowadays have. I'm not sure how good this is going to be for optimizing this PC though, since I'm pretty sure this graphics card is a 4 gig VRAM graphics card, and it's definitely a really old graphics card, so I'm not sure how good optimizations and tweaks will work with this. Paired with this graphics card, we have the CPU, which is the Ryzen 5 5500, definitely a budget CPU on this gaming PC. And then not to mention, we have 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Now, right out of the box and everything, without even optimizing this PC, I honestly think that this PC can only run about like 80 to 100 FPS on literally all low settings. So this is definitely a low-end gaming PC, but let me go ahead and just turn on the RGB on this PC first, because it should honestly look pretty nice. Yeah, you guys can see the RGB coming from this PC looks definitely really nice. Even though this is definitely a much smaller gaming PC, the RGB and aesthetics coming from this PC are definitely really nice. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at how much FPS this PC gets without me even optimizing this thing at all. Okay, so before even optimizing this gaming PC, if we take a look at the max FPS this PC could actually get, for being a $300 pre-built gaming PC, we're actually running at about 130-ish FPS, and it's definitely really consistent, like above 120 FPS. Honestly, for 300 bucks, I was expecting a much worse gaming PC. But since inside we have an RX 550 as well as a Ryzen 5 5500, this is definitely a really low-end gaming PC, and I'm hoping by the time I actually fully optimize this thing, we're either going to be able to run a consistent like 200 FPS, or this PC might explode. There's literally no in between. Since applying like over 100 optimizations onto a gaming PC wouldn't be the best idea, but as I'm building right now though, this PC actually does drop down to about like 100 FPS. So this PC is definitely borderline playable, but hopefully we can go ahead and make this better. Okay, so first we're just gonna start off with all of the Windows settings, and we're gonna literally apply every single one. First, starting off with the graphics settings, let's go ahead and go into Fortnite. For the GPU preference, let's go ahead and set on high performance. You guys can see we have the graphics card right there, the RX 550. Let's go ahead and set that, and we should be good. Moving on, let's go ahead and go into our gaming section. Let's go into game mode. Make sure game mode is on. I guess Windows set it on for you for default, which is definitely really good. Next up, go into the game bar. Go ahead and just turn that off. You don't want that running in the background. Same thing with the captures. Just turn off all the captures and everything. All right, next up, going into our power plan. We're gonna go ahead and just create a new power plan, which is the high performance one. Go ahead and set all these on never, press create. And I'm literally just gonna be speed running through all these optimizations. I wanna go ahead and apply as much as possible onto this gaming PC. Next up is going into adjust appearance and performance of windows. Normally I would set it on a custom amount, but since I want the best performance on this PC, let's just go ahead and set it to adjust for best performance. It just unchecks literally everything. So far right now, you guys can see how like the icons and the thumbnails look like. You guys will see it shift into like a more ugly version once it actually fully applies. I'm not sure if you guys can notice it, but obviously text and everything kind of look different. All right, next up in core isolation, I want to make sure memory integrity is off. And then also in your system, in notifications, I want to make sure this is off. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to see if we have all the up-to-date AMD drivers. And on this AMD software, we can go ahead and apply a few more things that can basically optimize this gaming PC. So first, let's go ahead and install all the drivers for this GPU. Okay, so the graphics card inside this gaming PC might be too old, or it's not supported for the AMD software. So we can't even access the AMD software. But the next thing I'm going to be using is the Chris Titus tool, which runs through PowerShell. So let's go ahead and paste in the command, press enter, and the application should pop up just like that. And yeah, here it is. We have the Chris Titus tool. If we go into tweaks, you guys can see we have a bunch of tweaks. Literally what I'm going to be doing, which I'm not sure if it's going to be good for this PC, is first let's click on standard, and then in advanced tweaks, I think I'm just going to be applying all of this. I'm not sure how good this is going to go, but let's go ahead and just apply all these things. I mean, this PC is literally fresh. It should have no harm towards this PC since I don't even use any of these things. I'm not going to be using this tweak though, since it's not recommended. I think everything else I'm just going to go ahead and enable. Like I said, this will either give us a ton of FPS or it's just going to completely blow up this PC. But let's go ahead and press run tweaks. And yeah, all the tweaks will be running in the PowerShell now. You guys can see it did create a system restore point for me. So in case this goes bad, I can go ahead and just go back into the restore point. Okay, next up, we're going to move on to another popular FPS Boost application. This one is Hone, and there's literally so many optimizations and tweaks inside of this application. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply literally all of it. Okay, so as you guys can see in Hone, there's literally so many optimizations that they give you. But since I am using like the free version, we only get to use, I think, only 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and just find like the best 10 optimizations to use. Starting off with the general Windows optimization, gaming optimizations, disabling Windows services, definitely really helpful since I don't need to go ahead and do it manually later. Disabling power saving features, optimize AMD GPU settings, perfect since we do have an AMD GPU inside. Optimize our drivers, optimize memory management, disabling Windows error reporting. Was that 10? I don't even know how much I actually used. Is there actually a limit? I'm not even sure. Let me just go ahead and apply everything. I don't even think there's a limit of, okay, there is a limit of 10. But yeah, I think we just applied a bunch of optimizations. I honestly didn't even bother to look at all like the descriptions and stuff. But yeah, there we go. We have the optimizations from Hone applied. And then also on Hone, we can go ahead and go into the games. In Fortnite, we can go ahead and press on best performance, and we can go ahead and just activate this preset. Okay, never mind, bro. I can't do that for free. But yeah, also in the background, the Chris Titus tool is still working. I'm not sure how long this takes, but since I literally applied every optimization on this application, I guess it might take some time. Okay, so next application we're using is Quick CPU. So make sure the CPU is running at its fastest speeds, as well as enabling all our CPU cores. So under here in Power Plan, we can go ahead and set it to high performance, and also make sure core parking, frequency scaling, turbo boost, as well as performance are all on 100%. And surprisingly, the CPU temperature is actually pretty low right now. I thought applying a bunch of these optimizations will make it a lot hotter, but it's only at around 35 degrees Celsius, which is definitely really good. Okay, next thing we're going to be using is the Ultimate Windows Tweaker 5. Once again, another application that has a bunch of tweaks inside. I'm going to go ahead and just apply all of it. And yeah, here it is. We have the Ultimate Windows Tweaker. As you guys can see, we have the CPU showing right over here. But what we're going to go ahead and do is go into the performance section. And once again, we're just going to go ahead and apply all these things. Most of these are actually like Windows services. So I'm pretty sure Hone already disabled most of these, but we're just going to go ahead and select it all. Go ahead and press on apply tweaks. And there we go. Oh crap. Yo, that scared me for a sec. I thought the PC was like, okay. All right, next up, we're going to go into security and privacy. Once again, we're just going to go ahead and select all of these. And let's just hope we can like double our FPS. I mean, we are just applying all these tweaks that apparently should be helping us with our performance. performance. Now let's go ahead and press apply tweaks. This actually disables Windows Defender, so I think we're honestly leaving this PC pretty vulnerable. Okay, the application is just not responding now, but I did apply all the tweaks coming from this Ultimate Windows tweaker, so we should be good to go for here. Okay, so let's go ahead and restart this PC and see how much of a performance boost we got from applying over 100 tweaks onto this gaming PC. Also, I'm not sure what happened, but I can't open Task Manager on this PC anymore. And a lot of like default things coming from Windows have been disabled as well. So there's a lot of features on this PC I can't use anymore, but hopefully that gives us a performance boost. Let's go ahead and restart this PC now. Okay, so after applying all these tweaks onto this gaming PC, if you guys take a look at the max FPS we can get now, that is actually crazy. We literally got like no FPS boost at all. You guys can see we're even running lower than what we got previously. Previously, it was running like a consistent 135-ish FPS, but now we're only running about like 120 to 130-ish FPS once again. Maybe it's because of this PC being such a low-end gaming PC, where optimizing this thing has no effect at all, but literally after applying 100 tweaks onto this gaming PC though, you guys can see it literally did nothing for the PC at all. Matter of fact, I probably even risked putting a virus into this PC. But even as I'm building right now, we're only running about like 110 FPS. Literally identical to what we got previously. Now, maybe the FPS is a lot more consistent. We're just gonna go ahead and take a look when we get into an actual game. But for the most part though, I honestly thought we're gonna get like a significant FPS boost. But yeah, we literally got like no improvements at all. Very, very surprising. I thought we would at least get like at most 50 FPS more. This is honestly kind of crazy. I did not expect this at all. Usually when applying FPS tweaks, I would get an FPS boost, but... All right, now if you guys take a look at the max FPS we're getting in an actual game, this thing actually runs better in an actual game for some reason. We're running about 150-ish FPS. Definitely a lot more consistent and more FPS in an actual game than creative. You guys can see this thing runs a lot more consistent above 120-ish FPS. I'm not sure what's going on with this PC in creative, but for some reason it runs less FPS in creative. That's actually really weird. Also, after applying all these tweaks, the PC doesn't overheat or like make any loud noises or anything like that. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Oh my god, you're dead. Okay, now that we're actually landed in, this thing's running about 120-ish FPS. I do feel like this PC has like a ton of input delay though, so. For the most part, we're running a consistent 100 FPS right now, so it's definitely like not that bad, but it's definitely not as good as I thought it would be, especially after applying like a bunch of tweaks onto this thing. 200? There's no way. There's no way you're taking that. There we go. Oh my, yo, I'm getting a ton of delay. I can't even hold the wall. 200. Let's get up, let's get up. Oh my god, oh my, oh my, oh my god, I'm one shot. Bro, there's so much actual delay on this PC right now. I literally can't hold a wall. 200. 80. 200. Bro, what is actually going on? I'm actually getting a ton of frame drops too. Bro, what is going on right now? PC was literally dropping down to about like 60 to 70 FPS when you actually fight someone. There's someone right here. 200. I think the sweet spot for this gaming PC is about like 80 FPS. I don't know why it was running a lot better in like the beginning. Well, now we're only running about like 80 FPS. That's just like super weird. Crack. Crack, 200. Pick up the damn gun, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. This game is crazy. I need to reload. Oh my. Even when I shoot a gun and everything, we literally drop down to 50 FPS. Literally 50 FPS. That is actually crazy. So yeah, you guys can see literally no improvements after actually optimizing this gaming PC. Literally using 100 optimizations will not help you get an FPS boost for some reason. Maybe it's because the PC is just that old and trash. Crack? Oh my god. Come on, bro, what the? Crack. 200. Oh my, what is going on? Bro, there's no way this guy's doing this. What just happened? What just happened? 100 optimizations did not give us an FPS boost. Kind of surprising. Let's go, bro. GG's.